In the 5th century, a man by the name of St. Patrick was born in Britain and was kidnapped and enslaved at the age of 16 by an Irish trader who had attacked his home around the year 390 AD. Later on in life, St. Patrick had escaped his kidnappers and fled Ireland, then to return years later to bring Christianity to its people. On March 17th, in 461, it was believed that St. Patrick had passed away, and it wasn't until the 9th or 10th century that the people of Ireland had observed it as a Roman Catholic feast day of St. Patrick on March 17th. The people of Ireland used to celebrate by going to church in the morning, and since this would take place during Lent, the consumption of meat was waived so that people would be able to drink and feast on the traditional meal of Irish bacon, corned beef, and cabbage. It wasn't until March 17th, 1601 in St. Augustine, Florida, when the first known St. Patrick's Day event had taken place in America in a Spanish colony. Then years later, a group called the Irish Shade had gotten their smaller branches of the group together in 1848 in New York to form the New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade. In 1962, the Chicago River was dyed green with 100 pounds of green veggie dye, so the pollution control workers could try to trace illegal sewage dumpage, and it turned green for a week. Since then, the Chicago River would be dyed with about 40 pounds of dye and only would last a couple of hours. The color green was believed to be associated with St. Patrick's Day around the 18th century. The word leprechaun comes from the Irish folklore, which means small-bodied fellow. The belief of leprechauns is the Catholic belief of fairies who are tiny men and women who could use their magical powers to serve good or evil, and in the Catholic folklore, a job that the leprechauns were believed to have was mending the shoes of other fairies. Since the leprechauns were known to be tricky, they often were known to protect their treasure, and to be said that they have their own holiday on May 13th, and of course, they are also celebrated on St. Patrick's Day while many people dress up as them.
Hey, let's make sure he's a leprechaun. Sing us the song of the Emerald Isle. Oh, 'tis like the singing of the angels themselves.